What's up, y'all? It's Sage. Welcome back to the channel. This should be one of my first videos of the new year, so happy new year, happy 2023. So I decided that Mondays will be the days for reality TV. Anything regarding reality TV, that will be on Mondays and Mondays only. Now let's move into the topic at hand, the point of this video. I didn't know so many people didn't know the origins of the cast members on this show. Some of these girls go back 10, 12, 15 years in the reality TV game. So let me refresh you and put you on about who some of these girls are.
So you say my smell, get down right now, smell my I'm on my period right now, and it ain't gonna smell.
Before Lauren was getting bum rushed by Krishan on season 3 of Baddies on Zeus, she was on Bad Girls Club season 12 in 2014. That's almost 10 years ago. She's most known for her iconic country cornbread ass whooping.
I'm gonna give you a collard green cornbread country ass whooping hoe.
And was one of the Fab Four in the house of her season. Honestly, season 12 is one of the more forgettable ones in my opinion. You had your moments and you do have some stars from the show, but of all the 10 girls that were on that season, Red and Jayla were more of the fan favorites, and those are the two who ended up doing more in the reality TV, social media, influencer world. Lauren, on the other hand, went on to do music for some time.
When LO see the money, that's when LO start dripping wet. When LO get the money, that's when LO start flipping checks.
Then she went on to hosting and just being an overall personality. She then got into holistic health, and now in 2023, she's on Baddies season 3.
I'm in Miami too. I don't give a where you from, bitch. Nigga, I'm in Miami.
Katya was on one of the earliest seasons of Bad Girls Club, season 5. One season after Natalie Nunn in 2010. Katya was well liked across most of BGC fandom, and she was most remembered not only for her beauty and her body, but also because of how, well, she didn't take no shit. No matter what it was, Katya stood up for herself and others and didn't back down no matter who it was. Literally, no matter who it was. She made it very well known that she liked finer things.
I probably am a gold digging hoe, okay?
I always say men know their worth, and as women we need to know ours.
Right.
And we need to know that, guess what, just like I got one of you, I can get 16 more.
Right.
And dated a few rappers, including a certain Canadian rapper superstar named Aubrey.
Yeah, you the best?
Drake, what about me? Am I the best?
Yes, you're the best.
Girl, this song remind me of Cat from Philly. A girl I used to love, but still she started acting silly. Her heart's a little chilly, she a little too carefree.
Kat ended up leaving halfway through the season due to basically being above it all, but Kat's leave was one of the most controversial amongst Super BGC fans, as it was alleged that the real reason why she left is because she supposedly shanked a guy and was sent home by production. Kat went on to hosting, as many bad girls back in that era did, but the same year that her season aired, Kat was the target of a drug bust and was put on house arrest and then was arrested for venturing out of her perimeters. Kat has kept a pretty low profile throughout the years, but she owns or has her hands in several businesses, and now she's on season 3 of Baddies on Zeus.
I'm on whatever time you
I
want,
know, Jayla.
and I'm about whatever the fuck
Yes,
you
because
about.
you need a storyline, yes.
I don't need no storyline,
Okay,
bitch.
cool.
I've been on TV before.
Okay, cool.
I've been on TV before.
Yeah, y'all,
People
okay,
know who the
cool.
fuck I am.
Jayla isn't necessarily a cast member for season 3, but she does make an appearance, and I was so surprised that many people didn't make the connection to who she is. Jayla was literally that girl on her season of Bad Girls Club, season 14 and 2015. Jayla, along with the Claremont twins, were the clear standout girls of that season. Jayla's most memorable moment is probably
Try about nothing.
Get out
baby
my
girl.
face.
What? Want to try to do anything, bitch? What? You want to fight?
If you get in my face one more time, I'ma slide your ass.
And of course, the biggest altercation of that season, when Jayla and the twins went out to a club without the remaining girls and returned to see that all their expensive belongings had been destroyed and urinated on. After BGC, all 3 girls went into fashion and modeling, but while the twins went more of a high fashion, sex symbol route, Jayla stayed true to her spiritual roots and launched her own clothing brand, Normal Culture. For years, Jayla remained mostly out of the public eye and didn't even have personal social media. Eventually, she was asked by Natalie to come with her as her entourage for another Zeus show called The Conversation, where Natalie and Brad from BGC 12 went at it. Soon after, Jayla became an official part of the Zeus family and joined season 2 of Baddies.
I don't got time, nor energy, nor the heart to listen. I'm just gonna clean up that problem then and there.
Krishan Rock has really made a name for herself in reality TV and has been on a steady uphill for the last 2 years, with her current stop being Baddies West. Some of you may be thinking, well, we know who Krishan is, and yeah, we do, but her big one to this date is Baddies Season 2, and that is where she became more of a household name in modern day reality TV. But before that, Krishan made her debut on Blueface's OnlyFans series, Blue Girls Club. If you didn't know, Blue Girls Club is the reason why Natalie, along with other OG bad girls such as Tanisha, decided to bring about their own rendition of BGC, Baddies, onto OnlyFans. After Blue Girls Club, Krishan went over to Now That's TV Network as a cast member of South Central Baddies and eventually found her way over on the Zeus Network on what we now know, Baddies South and Baddies West, as well as her own docuseries called Crazy in Love. I already have a video on Zeus as a whole in the works and it'll be out next Monday. And once I put y'all on some information I found out, y'all will see how Krishan's path from Blue Girls Club to Baddies South Central on Now That's TV to now Baddies on Zeus Network is so ironic. I suggest some of you watch some clips from Krishan on these shows if you're interested, because you'll be less surprised by how she conducts herself on Baddies.
Didn't anybody give you the memo that I'm not the bitch to play with?
I give you a motherfucking welcome to the A-ho. Tommy bitch.
Tommy made her debut back in 2016 on the 5th season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta on VH1 as castmate Scrap's emotional girlfriend. Let's be real, Tommy is well known for being crazy as hell.
Hey! Let me get in the thing.
Keep going, Tommy.
Oh. No!
One of her most viral moments is,
I do know your kid.
How do you know my kid?
I know your kid because I know your baby daddy. I know your baby daddy because I sit on his like almost every other night.
She's also known to be one of the only women who went toe-to-toe with Jocelyn Hernandez after Jocelyn allowed her in bed with her man, Stevie, to share some of that beefcake. Now this turned into a real beef with many twists and turns as Jocelyn involved the authorities in their situation multiple times, causing Tommy to be locked up. Tommy has a well-known and established problem with alcohol, and it showed up plenty of times during her era of Love and Hip Hop, as well as off-screen in the real world. At some point, she was let go from the show for a season due to her issues with alcohol and her anger problems. Eventually, Tommy moved on from Love and Hip Hop, saying that it was just a negative space for her and focused on her music career and released a documentary about her life. More than 2 years later, she found herself on an episode of The Conversation on Zeus in 2021, where she attempted to hash out beef that she had with another Love and Hip Hop star, Akbar V. Now, if you ask me, I don't get the whole reasoning for leaving Love and Hip Hop for it being negative if you're just gonna bring Love and Hip Hop onto another network 2 years later, but you know, hey, it's her life. Then of course in 2022 she hosted the auditions for Baddies season 3 and then became a part of the cast.
Yes, bitch, I'm a stripper and I get money and I buy your life, bitch. I strip her ass and I was on all four for dollars.
I wanted to add Brie because her downturn as a reality star is actually quite sad. Brie was on the very last season of Bad Girls Club along with another Baddies cast member, Seven Craft. Brie came in as the only replacement on her season and shook things up while the cast was obviously divided. Her most notable moment was made a viral TikTok sound. Brie came into her season as a turned up stripper who just wanted to have fun, but she would pop them nails off in case anybody wanted to try her. She didn't care what the divide was in the house, who was the popular girls, who were the quote-unquote lame girls. She was just there for those who were there for her and stood her ground with anybody in the house. And a lot of fans and viewers liked her for that, and they wanted to continue to see Brie on reality TV. But after the season aired in 2017, Brie wasn't really doing too much until she found herself on Zeus Network. According to Christina, who was a cast member YouTuber on Baddies Season 1 on Zeus Network. She was supposed to be an executive producer, and she's also an OG bad girl who's on the same season, Season 9, as Megan James. She did like a podcast interview with popular YouTuber TROYCETV, and she said that Natalie and the team had already picked out all the girls that they wanted. They just needed one more girl on Season 2 of Baddies. And at that time, luckily for Brie, her viral TikTok sound was making its rounds, and so Christina thought, let's put Brie on this season. Sadly, Brie did not live up to her popularity that she had on BGC, as we only know her on Baddies for being bullied into admitting she's a sex worker. Even during the season, some of the girls forgot she was there, and Brie looked very worn down, stressed, and like she had a lot going on in her personal life.
I'm in my room.
You didn't search yourself.
I'm in my room.
No one was talking to you.
I'm in my room.
No one was talking to you.
I'm in my room.
No one was talking to you.
I'm in my room.
Gia, BKA Rowley of Baddies Season 2 and 3, started on a dating show on Zeus called One More Chance. Now, One More Chance is like an unofficial sequel to the show Real Chance of Love, which aired on VH1 back in 2008. Real Chance of Love was about two brothers, Chance and Real, trying to find love after they left a whole other show called I Love New York. Now, back in 2008, dating reality shows were the it thing, and on a lot of these shows on VH1, they would give the contestants nicknames. And so on this new show on Zeus, One More Chance, it followed the same concept, and that is where Gia became Roly Poly Snack Meals, or just Roly for short. Roly appeared on One More Chance Season 1 and Season 2 along with Slim, where they became best friends. Roly's personality became a staple to the franchise, leading her from 2 seasons of One More Chance to 2 seasons of Baddies. Now for this new season, that leaves a few girls like Scotty, Biggie, Razor, and Stunner Girl, but we have seen their entrances to Zeus play out recently, and of course, everybody knows the last one standing, Natalie. But now you know the history of this season and some of last season's cast members. And if you weren't already tuned in to Zeus Baddies West, now you know your OG favorite bad girl from back in the day might just be on this new season. Drop down in the comments and tell me if you learned something new, and let me know if you would like for me to do a history on the cast members of Season 1. And with that being said, that's it for this video. For my reality TV crew, I will see y'all next Monday.